Good morning and once again welcome to my YouTube channel, Pearson and Excel International Maths by Mr. Kamotho, and I will be explaining Pure Mathematics 1 and topic number 8 and example 9 in this video, and it's just an extension of how easily we can differentiate a function that has multi-terms or a function that may look a bit concentrated. And concentrated, I mean variables are all over. And we need to know how to differentiate these functions. Differentiating, we are told to talk about when y is equals to 1 over 4 the root of x. And of course, when you look at this function, x is at the denominator position, and at this point or at this level, we are not able to differentiate with respect to a variable that is at the denominator position. Not that it is not doable, not that it cannot be done, but of course at this level, we don't know how to go about this. So Pure Mathematics 1 does not expect you to differentiate variables that are at the denominator position. So we will have to make sure that x is at the numerator position, and we're just going to talk about y being equals to a quarter x raised to power minus a half, because using the laws of indices, this is just x raised to power half, or rather root x. So when it goes up, it is x raised to power negative a half. And it goes without saying now, dy dx is this index times the constant or the coefficient. It gives you minus 1 over 8 x, then the new power must be reduced by 1. So minus a half minus 1 is minus 3 over 2. You may leave it at that. I mean, that is just good enough. But if you advance a little bit, you can talk about avoiding the negative index, but that one, yes, it's good enough at this level. That is part A. Part B, we're talking of y is equals to x cubed, open bracket, 3x plus 1. And if you look at this one is not, the terms are not independent. They need to be free. And of course, when we are talking about independent, I mean x cubed, because of this bracket, is affecting 3x, it's also affecting the 1, because they are supposed to be multiplied out. So in this case, it's talking about opening the bracket. We need to free the terms up, or rather this is what we call, let's clean up a little bit, and we're going to have y is equals to 3x power 4, again using the laws of indices, plus x cubed. At this point now, dy dx becomes 12x power 3 plus 3x squared. And that is just like it. There is nothing else that is expected to be done there. But if you look at this, you can actually collect the like terms, because 12 and 3, there is something which is very conspicuously common. Of course, 3x squared is common, so you can go further and have 3x squared into bracket. We have 4x plus 1. That is very advisable for all of us to do. Part C, we are talking of y is equals to x minus 2 over x squared. And this one is a bit important for everybody to remember, or even to listen, because we have a numerator and a single denominator, which is raised to power 2. And again, now that we have x at the numerator and x at the denominator, this x at the denominator does not allow us to go direct to differentiation. So we would wish to make everything at the denominator appear on the numerator, and especially everything that is talking about x. And therefore, since both numerator terms are divided by x squared, we need to separate the terms. We thought about separating the terms. We have, if we separate these terms, we have y is equals to x over x squared minus 2 over x squared. And of course, it goes without saying, now x raised to power 1 divided by x raised to power 2 is just a minusing of the indices. And therefore, we're going to have x raised to power 1 minus 2, which is minus 1, minus 2, x raised to power minus 2. You just have to get to the denominator position. So at that particular point, we can now differentiate and have dy dx is negative 1x, negative 1x, because this is negative 1 times 1, negative 1x, minus 2. Of course, minus 2 times minus 2, we get plus 4x minus 3. And if you look at this, it doesn't look nice when you start the terms with a negative term. So if I were you, I would have written something to do with 4x minus 3 minus x minus 2. And you can leave it there, although you can write your answer as a single fraction. The way you have we met it, it can be 4 minus x all over x cubed. X cubed means this one, just when it goes up, it becomes x minus 3. When you have this 1 minus 3 becomes minus 2, and that is just like it. There is nothing else that is expected of you in that particular question. So again, follow me in my YouTube channel, Pearson and Excel International Maths, and let us work together.